It's like a big circle of just stress.
There's no question the start of the school year is always stressful for parents across greater Cincinnati, right? But for low-income families who were barely getting by before the pandemic, back to school this year is especially difficult. WCPO 9 News reporter Lucy May explores those challenges in this report.
It's like a big circle of just stress.
Lisa Hyde-Miller is the longtime service coordinator at the Villages at Roll Hill.
Come on, Mommy.
She says families there are hurting.
They already needed help prior to the virus, and now that they're losing their jobs, getting their hours cut, they needed more help.
Before the pandemic, nearly 75% of residents here lived below the federal poverty level. That's one of the highest concentrations of poverty in the tri-state. And the COVID-19 crisis is hitting families here hard.
I was just getting on my feet and it just seemed like boom, now I'm back down to zero again.
Marie Dawson is among dozens of parents who visited the Villages at Roll Hill Community Center last week, when Hyde-Miller had free food and milk available and offered other help too.
I was actually up here, they was actually helping me with my rent and my utilities. So I was actually able to come up here and give me some help with that today, so woo.
Dawson says she spent hundreds of dollars on technology her two older children needed when school suddenly went virtual. That's despite the fact that her hours got cut during the pandemic and she didn't qualify for unemployment.
I was like, we need computers, we need internet, we need all these things that it was like, okay, at first I didn't have. So I had to go buy them so I could feel like they gonna succeed.
Roll Hill School Principal Vicki Hill says Cincinnati Public Schools is lessening that burden this year.
Each student will receive a device which will make things easier than they were when we had to leave in the spring.
I am concerned.
Sister Sally Duffy, who chairs the Child Poverty Collaborative, says state, local, and federal governments need to do more for families that are hurting.
A year from now, it's going to be so much more difficult if you're a family that's homeless than if a year from now you at least still have some stable housing and stable utilities.
The struggle is citywide, statewide, worldwide right now. But our families that I see being here is really struggling, just trying to see what are they going to do about their children's education.
Lucy May, WCPO 9 News.